you guys, I guess, worked together, and there was a Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express early days 3 VHS set. Do you guys remember that?
Of course I do.
Yeah, that was a Russo production. That was when I got involved with Russo. That was the very first kind of business deal we did.
Wait a minute. I did that with you.
And Russo.
I don't even remember. To be perfectly honest with you, are you saying that I legitimately had some type of dealing with Vince Russo and don't remember him and have no idea?
That is correct. Well, I mean, I was in and out of the partnership in 3 months.
Oh my God! No.
And it was during that 3 months that we did the deal with you for that video.
Well, here's the way I remember it. And to be quite honest, and I think the statute, as they say, of limitations has run out by now because technically we were committing a crime. But I had just left WCW and had booked the appearance at the Weekend of Champions to come up and do the autographs and blah, blah, blah for the weekend. And I was thinking, hey, gimmicks. And I remember you and I talked. I think it was you. But gimmicks, what could we sell? I said, I got all these videotapes of the Midnight Express.
Yeah, but what year was that? Was that the first one or the second one? Was that the year that you were there with Flair?
I think it was 92. That was the year that you had Liger and you had Bruno and Zbyszko.
Okay, well, I was in whichever, but the point.
It was 92 because that's the year I was in business with Russo.
Well, okay, well, the video came up, but anyway, I said, hey, I got all these videotapes, and we put together a best of Midnight Express. I said, can we sell this shit? And somebody said, well, I guess we can until they tell us not to.
Right, exactly.
It was all of our stuff from Mid-South. It was like I think it was a 6-tape set. No, it was 3-tape set. I put together all our stuff from the Mid-South days to the end of WCW on like 3 VHS tapes. Well, not everything, obviously. And we were going to sell it in conjunction with the appearance and et cetera and blah, blah, blah. And truthfully, I don't remember past the appearance you ever selling any or me ever getting any money on any. As a matter of fact, what happened? Because I don't remember.
I mean, so that's when everything kind of. I really don't think I finished it out with you. I think it went to his office. The money went to his office in Quorum because that's when we first promoted it. Russo.
Russo got the money? Oh, I'm finding this bucket out on the air for the first time ever. Vince Russo.
We're going back to 92. I mean, I remember doing the deal with you. I do. And that was the time where I met Russo at the end of 91, fourth quarter of 91. And that's when he came in as a sponsor. And I started doing, he was advertising with us and then he wanted to take the show to a bigger platform and do newsletter. And I mean, because I think that VHS set was advertised or promoted in the very first Pro Wrestling Spotlight newsletter that Vince Russo and I worked on together.
Oh, good Lord. All right. Well, we have to back up for a second because I think we might have lost once again the people that don't know the story. You have a radio show called Pro Wrestling Spotlight.
Yep.
And it's on, did it stay on NYG or was it, by the time I did it, was it on another station?
We bounced around a little bit. We went from WNYG, then I went to WGBB, which had a bigger signal and was heard in, New Jersey and much wider area. So that's when we started working together. That's when we did that.
I remember. But the point is, at some point around end of 91, as you said, Russo comes on as a sponsor.
Right. This listener, Andrew Goldberger, was one of my listeners.
Oh my God, Andrew Goldberger.
So you can't even blame me for Russo. You got to blame him because he's the one that told me about Russo. He was like,
God, no!
This guy Vince Russo has got a video store and he wants to book wrestlers and you should meet with him and then he put us together and that's when I went to Russo's store, the Wilder Through Video on Quorum, Long Island.
Wait a minute. So the people know, how the fuck was not Andrew Goldberger the kid who used to write me and put out a bulletin and had a fan club for me?
Yep.
My fan club president lasted all of like 6 monthly fucking bulletins on the Xerox or whatever. My fan club president, a little kid in New York who I was kind enough to give him permission to run a fan club for me if he wanted to, turned around and introduced Vince Russo to the guy who got him in the wrestling business.
This is amazing.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I'll fucking kill somebody. Oh my God damn it. Oh, Jesus Christ.